2 or 3.
Well, I mean, you could rant about Katana all day, but... Alright, if Sub-Zero's the worst male ninja, then that must mean that you think Ermac, Scorpion, are very underrated.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I don't think it's more of that. I think it's just more Sub-Zero's overrated.
But Ermac now seems to be in bottom tier, almost bottom tier now. That seems to be the consensus.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well, the main things about him is that he has bad wake-up. What do you have to say to that?
Yeah, what are you talking about? His telekinetic slam is good.
But
it does a full combo.
But it's punishable.
Almost every wake-up move is punishable. What's your point?
What if you jump over it? You could just cross him up and blow him up.
That means you just have to do the wake-up move the opposite direction, or you got to do the telekinetic punch instead.
Well, that's punishable.
Well, so is them jumping over you. You just got to know how to do it. You just blow them up if they try and cross you up.
Yeah, there is kind of this meme that goes around that if a wake-up move is, punishable, then that means it's useless.
Every wake-up move is punishable. That's the dumbest logic I've ever heard.
It is kind of bizarre. If you make the opponent respect your wake-up move so much that they let you get up for free, that is one of the central points.
I play Ermac, and a lot of people will just dash up and block when I get knocked down. And yes, that is the essence of a wake-up move. That is its sole purpose, is to get people to stop blocking. Or stop attacking, I mean. So, a lot of people struggle when they get crossed up, because I play with Ermac. If you have meter, I mean, you can technically do the telekinetic slam action. And if they stay on your side, you'll just block. If you hit block and then, block first and then, high punch. If you do the motion, you'll just block. And if they cross you up, you'll get the telekinetic slam. So if people are really, inept to crossing you up, you can always do that. He's fine. He regulates hella space. He has got good comeback ability. He does a fuck ton of damage. He just punishes super fucking hard. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That dude's not bad at all. I'd say he's between him and Reptile are the two best ninjas.
What about Scorpion?
He's up there, dude. I don't know where he's at right now because of the new shit, but he could be. I mean, Scorpion is the best Punisher in the game. I don't think there's anyone that punishes harder than Scorpion. So he's in contention in there too.
Why do you say he's the best Punisher in the game?
What can't he punish and not punish hard? I mean, he gets. I mean, name something and he is up there with anyone as far as punishment. And he gets a reset. He gets. I mean, blocking Melina's EX teleport, he gets 30% and then a horrible guessing game. I mean, what other character gets that? I don't know.
But this is the argument against Scorpion that you always hear. But his 50-50 is so dangerous. It's so high risk. What do you have to say to that?
It's only high risk if you want to put yourself in a high risk situation. He's got plenty of safe options. He's got really good pressure with 1-1-1. He's got really good safe mix-ups. He's got forward 4 into the slide now, which is safe, which is 12% low. And he's got that overhead, which is completely safe. I mean, what do you want?
I agree. That's always been kind of a strange talking point to me.
I don't get it. His 1-1-1 pressure is really good. It's really underrated.
What do you think would hold him back from being top tier?
He's his zoning is really really generic. So a lot of people, I mean, it's not hard to get in on Scorpion. And his other problem is he gets zoned. Well, I think it's mainly characters that, Zangief characters like Johnny Cage and characters that want to get in. He has a hard time keeping out because his Hellfire it's cute. It's not really that good for keeping people out. It's just good for getting them to jump. I don't know. It's the guessing game's not in his favor. To jump a Hellfire, he's fucked. And if people are mobile in the air and he tries to spear you on the way down, and it's just that spear whiffs, it's your ass. It's just kind of generic. But
what would you say? I'm sorry, go on.
And like some zoning characters, I mean, Katana is just stupid. Cabal is just stupid. But other than that, I think he's alright. It's just he gets those characters that in Cyrax is really bad too. So.
Do you think that those matchups are so bad it makes him not tournament viable?
No, he's tournament viable. I think the main thing with Scorpion is you got to be really good at really reading your opponent and they're picking up on their patterns because you only got two, three
two
games
matches.
to do it.
Yeah.
So because he punishes so hard, you get to blow some people up. But the main thing is reading that person's tendencies, and it's hard to do in just 2 or 3 games.
So you would say, enter your tournaments next year, would you play straight Scorpion?
Yeah, that's without a doubt.
So any talk of playing him Ermac or Noob Saibot or someone like that, you think if you had to fight Conqueror again, let's say you go to final round and Conqueror is your opponent, you're gonna pick Scorpion?
I'll pick Scorpion, no problem.
No problem?
Yeah.
Alright, I like it. And let's talk about characters that you think are overrated, because I think this is interesting. Like, talk about Reptile.
I don't know why people think Reptile is so broken. He's good, but I don't see why people think he's top tier status.
Well, he's got a fast projectile and 2 different kind of floating combos. How do you get past that kind of zoning?
I don't know. I don't know. I play with Scorpion. I don't have a problem with his zoning too bad.
Well, that's like me saying Johnny Cage is not very good.
I know. I maybe I'm biased, but I just don't see it.
What about the dash? The dash forces you to respect it at
all. The dash is what I think is overrated. If we're talking about his zoning and some characters get blown up by his zoning, I can see that.
Okay,
but when people talk about the dash, that thing is his ass, and it's what 11%? Big fucking deal.
Then he gets a knockdown, and then he can dash, and he's right in your face.
So it's not like his mix-ups are that good. What is his low? Like a shit ass sweep?
Down 4, man.
Get out of here, man. That's ridiculous.
Down 4 to acid hand.
Just block it.
What about 3-2-1?
It's just block it. It's not a mix-up. It's just I don't get it.
3-2-1, 3-2-1 acid hand, 3-2, 3-2 throw.
Okay, so everything you just said, I've lost maybe 15, 20% if I blocked all that.
You're taking chip, and he's building meter.
Okay, so it's the most important thing in life. I've only lost 20% so far, and he's guessed right in every scenario. What about when he guesses wrong?
I mean, none of that stuff, except for if he does 3-2-1 slide, none of that is horribly punishable. Let's say you guess right and you block the acid hand. He's -4 on block. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. What's your point?
Why should he care?
That's not. So what? Nothing happened. It's over, and he guessed wrong.
Well, then you have to go back to respecting the dash. You have to be afraid to hit a button because of the dash.
If he dashes, you could blow him up. And what is he going to do at that range? Jump?
Down 4.
He can't down 4 you at that range.
Alright.
He can dash 4 and down 4, I guess, but...
Dude, he's dumb, man.
The dash is not that good.
You're crazy.
It's not that good. The zoning, I'll give you. I don't know how some characters would get around that zoning. That's true.
Alright, what about...
Sector is really fucking good.
What makes him so good?
What doesn't make him good? He's got everything. He's got everything that you would ever want in a character. He's got really good anti-zoning, that instant air teleport. He fucking got really good 50